Hi guys, welcome to another video of mine. So this is actually going to be my first YouTube video about doing nails. As you can see, I do my own nails. This right here is just an acrylic, and it is actually, not that one, Rose by Mia Secret. I started doing nails about a month and a half ago, and I wanted to show everyone my training hand, and I'm going to do a few on her hand and show you guys my progress and just do a few things here and there to show you guys how I've been working with everything. Now, I do get all my products from Amazon as of right now. And again, I'm doing Mia Secret. Mia Secret is actually really good for my opinion. Some people don't like Mia Secret, but I actually do. I did order a few other acrylics from different companies, but they have not come in yet. And then I have these that I've also used. They're little cake acrylics. So they're actually really, really nice. Really nice. I actually prefer using them. Excuse me if it shakes a little bit. I wanted to show you guys a few of my, this right here is one of the nails that I've done, and it is from this Mia Secret collection. It's the purple one and the orangish tannish one. So it's actually really pretty. And then this one right here kind of looks like what my nails look like right now, but it is actually the beige one, which would be right here. Beige. Anyways, so we are going to get started. I'm going to show you guys how to start off with the hand, the training hand, when you are trying to use it. It's pretty self-explanatory for the most part. You know, you got to make sure that the nails are not too long. As you can see, these ones are long. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut them a tad bit. And if you have a flat tip nail cutter, it's better, just because it, I don't know, it just works better than the curved ones, that's for sure. If I do cough during this video, I apologize. Sorry about that. So I'm just gonna start off with the three middle fingers here. I was deciding on if I wanted to use just the acrylic or if I wanted to do some nail polish as well. And I think the easiest thing right now is just going to be showing you guys how I apply my acrylic to the nail and so on and so forth. So I am just going to use some colorful ones and probably just a few of these. Again, I'm still training, so I just want to show you guys how you are supposed to apply the nails onto the training nail, because a lot of videos that I've seen are a little bit confusing, especially for those who are just starting off. So what I'm going to use is my 100/180. Again, I got this from Amazon. It's a little dull, but for this, it doesn't really matter which ones you use. You just want to get the surface of this to be a little rough, because that's how the nail is going to take to this plastic nail here. And you want to hold on to the I guess it's the rubber part, and hold on to the hard part of the finger, because these actually do slip off, as you can see. Oh, I might have to zoom in just a little bit more for you. As you can see, they do slip off. So you just want to hold on to that so that way they stay on. All right, so that looks like it's pretty thin there. And then the reason I'm a little awkward right now is because of how I have the hand sitting. Unfortunately, my tripod is a little smaller than I thought. And so the way I have it sitting on top of something, I have to have it this way. So I apologize in advance. And for some reason, my middle finger, like, it's so easy for my fingers to come off. So, you know, if you ever have that, it is doable. You can still use it. It's just going to be a little bit extra work for you. And the side that I'm using the 100 side, because for me, it works a lot better. And I have actually not started any classes yet, so, you know, this is all just self-taught from watching YouTube videos, which I am so grateful for, because if it wasn't for the YouTube girls, you beautiful ladies that are doing an amazing job, in one of my next videos, I will go ahead and give out shout outs to those that I actually watch a lot of. Now, if you guys have any preferences for nails, if there's any better nails out there that you guys actually have some pointers on, please let me know. I actually got these ones from, again, Amazon, and they're okay, but I'm looking for something better. I'm not satisfied. I actually just bought these clear ones that I have on right now, and it was a struggle. It definitely was a struggle, but because I was already halfway in, I just said screw it and ended up using these ones for the rest of my hands. Oh. All right, so now with these, you obviously want to use bigger nails, and when you are using the nails, you want to make sure that they level out with the nail itself. So if it was a real nail, you want to make sure that the nail actually meets both sides. And if it's a little bit over your actual cuticle, you can just go ahead and scrape these. But for this one, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because the nail is actually over the cuticle, if that makes sense. As where our nails are actually kind of tucked in to our cuticle, we can kind of, you know, manage it a little bit better. These ones are not. So what I do is I actually will glue these ones on, and then afterwards I just file the sides a little bit more to get them to stick on better and not fall off. And I'm actually going to see about, and like I said, if you guys have any pointers on, you know, how to do certain ones and stuff like that, please let me know. I am very, very open-minded with this. I am learning, and I have nothing but time on my hands to learn more of how everybody puts on their nails. Excuse me, guys, just bear with me. I need to find the same size nails, because for these, the nails do not discriminate on size here, so I'm just going to use the same size. Now what I'm going to use Mia Secret nail glue. It is actually really good. I actually prefer this. It's strong and it's a clear nail glue, but I love it. I really do. And like I said, guys, I've been using Mia Secret since I started, and it has done wonders for me. So when you are applying the nail, you want to make sure that it is straight enough for the client. You don't want crooked nails because the client will not be happy about that. And, you know, one thing I had to learn, oh, this is not staying. One thing I had to learn is taking criticism from the clients. I didn't understand it at first. I definitely understand it now. But this is what I was meaning on the nail itself sticking to the other nail. You want to try not to have pockets in there as well. See, here's the problem though. These are not sticking very well. So for these, I would definitely suggest, I actually have some other ones. See, this is perfect for you guys to see because now you guys can see how real this can get. I've actually used the ones from Walmart with the, as you can see, they're more of the square, and they actually work better. Those are the ones that I used the last time I did the nails. So I think I'm gonna try to use them right now, just because clearly the other ones are not working for me. So again, I do apologize, guys. This is not how I wanted to start it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come right back. I just wanna make sure that I can find the right tips, and we will get back to this video in just a moment. All right, guys, I'm back. I am so sorry about that. I had to make sure that this one was actually going to fit. So as you can see, it is on both sides of the nail itself. This one is a little bit smaller than I would prefer on these nails, but I don't have the same size for each nail, so I had to improvise for the time being. These ones are a little bit bigger, and like I said, with these ones, you just want to make sure that you file it on the sides after you are done. For the training hand, it is perfectly fine. But for your clients, you want to make sure that it's not too bad. Like, you don't want them to have the nail, you don't want the nail to be too, you don't want it to overlap their cuticles too much. Well, you actually don't want it to overlap at all, in my opinion. But you do want it to fit, obviously, the cuticle across. And these are size 0s. Now, these ones I got from Walmart. And I guess what I'm going to do from now on is I will be purchasing these ones for my hands, because this is the second time that I've had to use them instead of the other ones. The curved ones are not as effective as these ones. So again, you just want to hold down the rubber part and the hard part when you are doing anything with these nails, because they do tend to slip off. Now, if you guys have, like I said before, if you guys have any pointers on any other kinds of nails that are better, even for the training hands, I would definitely be appreciative of that. So you guys can just comment down below and let me know. Now for these, obviously, we don't want to use an actual drill because the drill is not very effective with the plastic parts. So I'm not going to use the drill. However, I am going to use my file, my nail file. Now, obviously, depending on how the client wants their nails, we are going to either file them down or just leave them the length that they are and then shape them how they want them to be shaped. What I have tried to do is try different ways of how to do nails. So I'm just gonna do 3 different types of nails. One is going to be the square, but I'm not going to have it that long. So what I'm gonna do, sorry that it's out of the camera, guys, but you guys know what happened before, so I'm just gonna make sure. And this right here I got from Amazon as well. It is a nail cutter. It is a little, it's not very straight. So if you can, for the time being, you can use this one obviously because it does work. But I would definitely recommend getting one that does not have that problem. Because sometimes I have to cut people's nails more than once. So sorry if I'm out of the camera. And even when you're cutting, you still have to hold the hand. This one's gonna be kind of coughing, I guess. Now for these ones, obviously, the nails are a little bit bigger, so, you know, it's a little bit weird. This one, I'm probably gonna try to do like more of a coffin nail. Don't know how that's gonna go because I'm not very good with the coffin, but that doesn't hurt to try, right? So if I murder this, I am so sorry, guys. I am definitely going to try, though. We'll see how it goes once I file it down a little bit more and stuff like that. Now, obviously for this one, the filing is not going to be as deep as the other ones because this one, like I said, I want to do more of the, just a square tip. It's gonna be like a square round, I guess you could say. Now, one thing I've learned is patience is very important when you are doing nails. You do not want to get out of hand and think that, oh, I've seen a couple videos, I can do it. Because trust me, that is not the case. I literally, my second pair of hands that I did, I was so cocky, y'all, it wasn't even funny. And I murdered their hands. They were being nice about it, but thank God they didn't pay for it because that would have been bad. Y'all, there is this sickness going around and it is just horrible. So if I do cough, I'm apologetic. But hey, it is what it is, right? All right, so there is my little square hand. I mean, I know I can do a little bit better than that, but I just don't know. There we go. Now, these are the ones where you have to put in work. And if you, okay, so like you see that this hand is obviously like the nail is thick. It's like very wide. In order to get that to not be as wide, you are going to definitely have to put in work, but it can be done. You just have to drill down, just drill it as much as you can, and like going inside. Okay, this is clearly not turning into a coffin nail as I expected it to be. And I think it's because I shortened them just a little too wide instead of going in a little bit more. So, I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I mean, it's still a little wide, but if you guys see what I was talking about, like going inside and scraping in the inside on both sides, you just want to do it that way in order to get the nails to be a little bit more skinnier. And now we're going to do the stiletto nail. And for this one, it is definitely going to be a lot more work versus any other one for me, just because I have never done a stiletto nail before. So you guys are seeing it for the first time ever. And again, guys, I am up for criticism, you know, letting me know what I am doing wrong. I have done about 4 people, and each time that I do the nails, I get a lot better. But I clearly have lots and lots of work to do in order to get to where I want to be. My goal is to definitely have my own business and not work for the next man. That is definitely my goal. So I've always wondered, you know, what can I do to get to that point? All right, that's my stiletto. What you guys think? I feel like it's a little lopsided though. Like, I feel like I could tweak it just a tad bit more. That's a little bit better. But yes, what I've always told myself is, you know, I'm good at everything that I do. Like I've worked at excuse me. I've worked at Taco Bell. Y'all, I worked there like it was gonna be my forever job, even though I knew that I was not planning on working there for no longer than a couple months. But when I worked there, I took it serious. I've always been like that. Hence why the reason I have worked at my job that I work at now on and off for about almost 8 years, on and off. I've left, came back, left, came back, left, came back, you know, and each time they've brought me back only because I'm good at what I do. When I set my mind to it, I do it. These right here, I ordered wipes. They are sanitizer wipes because I'm a germophobic. I know it's kind of odd because you're messing with people's hands, and a lot of people are disgusting when it comes to washing their hands. I know that's very blunt to say, but it is the truth. People do not know how to wash their hands. So what I do have my clients do right away is I have them wash their hands. And then after I am done shaping and getting all that dust all over the place, I also have them wash their hands after I sanitize them. And that way there's no dust or anything on the hand when we are applying the acrylic. And when they're going on about their day, they won't have anything accumulating that could affect their nails in the long run. So I do have the brushes, but I have not used them yet. So, and I honestly don't know if I'm going to. I might eventually, but it's just weird for me. Like, I don't like to see the excess dust and everything on a person's fingers. It's not cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my acrylics that I'm going to use for these 3 hands, and then I will be right back. So hang tight, guys. All right, guys. Okay, so I got everything set up that I'm going to use. First things first, the monomer that I am using is Mia Secret Liquid Monomer. You can get this off of Amazon, or you can go on Mia Secret website and get it from there. But I ordered everything off of Amazon as of right now. I also got this little container, well, the little glass container, and it works wonders. It's very small, but it does the job. Sometimes you might have to put more in as you're doing someone's nails, but I really like it. Especially when you're using the colors that I'm going to use. You tend to use a lot more than the average, just regular acrylic when you're actually putting on like nail polish or anything like that. This stuff is very strong, so if you are doing this outside of your home, make sure that you are in an open space because it gets very, very strong to where you can start getting a little high off of it. I am also going to be using the number 12 Kolinsky brush. It's a pure Kolinsky brush. I also got this from Amazon. I have the number 10 as well, and since I've gotten the number 12, I have not used the number 10. I actually prefer the bigger brushes because they give me more room to just get it done quicker, and I don't know, I just like it better. I don't like how thin it is, but it does the job. So as of right now, it works for me. You are going to want a paper towel to wipe down the excess acrylic. Now, when you are actually using real fingers, you want to use a primer. You can use any type of primer that has to do for before you use acrylic. I'm using this one because this is actually the primer that I used when I first did my first set from Walmart. It was the Kiss set, and I've been using this. And then I have more from Mia Secret and everything, but I'm using this one up. I'm not going to use it on here, but I just wanted to show you guys. This is what you would use to put in this area, and you don't want to get it on the skin because it can burn the skin. Now for the first one, I'm actually going to do probably the middle finger first. Yes, I'm going to do the middle finger first because it's a little bit longer. And when I do it, excuse me, I'm just going to fix this just a little bit more just because I am going to have to make this a little bit in my favor. I'm going to have to use it this way. So what I will do when I am doing this is I will kind of show you guys as well as I can I know it's a little off and I do apologize, guys. Um, I'm going to use two different Mia Secret colors. One is going to be My Heart. It's a pink. It's very sparkly. I don't know if you guys can see it. Very sparkly. And then I'm using Missing You from Mia Secret. It is like a baby blue. So those are going to be the first two that I use. They are brand new, so just bear with me for 1 second here. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see, but do you see the sparkles? So beautiful, right? And I'm going to show you this one too. Look at that. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use 2 in 1. And they do say to not put the acrylics on the... I'm sorry, I'm having a train of... My thought process is not processing. They say not to put anything on the paper towel, but it's really hard to not put anything on the paper towel when, you know, you're trying to apply something because you gotta wipe down the brush and everything else. Now, I've seen it where a person will dip their brush in, go into the acrylic, and then do it. I think for the bigger brushes, it works better, but when it comes to this, obviously everything is a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to dip the brush. You definitely want to make sure that your brush is wet. And then I'm just going to apply a ball. And for these ones, I can tell you right now, you're definitely gonna have to apply a lot more than what's expected. Again, like I said, if I had a bigger brush, this would definitely be perfect for that. But seeing how I don't, I'm going to have to get multiple balls in order to get my ratio to work. I don't know if you guys can see. And guys, on my next video, I'll make sure that my camera is set up directly over the nail so that way you guys can see it a lot better. Because right now I know you guys are probably like, well, me explaining this stuff is cool, but you actually want to see exactly how this is going. So, but again, you want to make sure that your brush is doing the job as far as making sure the nail is full with the color that you desire. And I didn't think about it, but what you should do, if you are using sparkly colors, use them last. Do not use them, if you know you're gonna put a sparkly color on a client, make sure you use it last. Only because the sparkles obviously stick to the brush, and now when I use the other colors, I'm going to have sparkles on my other colors. All right, so this is the first step, okay? Now, it's better when you use the first step. When you are combining colors, you want to use the bottom first. And then you want to start using the top. And just remember, like, on the training hands, it's a lot different. This just gives you an idea of how this process goes. Um, but it is not, this isn't an ideal finger, obviously, because the fingers are definitely a lot different. Um, they work with you a lot differently, and so on and so forth. And now I'm thinking I should have used that color, the blue color I should have used for the top area, but that's okay. And you want to be very light when you're using the colors. Um, you don't want to be rough on the brush because then it's not going to come out to the liking that you want. And once I'm done, guys, I'll show you guys exactly how it looks and stuff like that. It's like a mermaid color right now. So if there's any new and upcoming nail artists out there, guys, like I said before, give me some pointers, please. Like, I know what I'm doing right now is not ideal. And I'm sure some of you are like, what is she doing? Okay. So since I got that color on there, now because what I'm doing right now is I'm going overlapping my pink, only because the blending process is not very good on this one. Oh, I just was touching the top of the nail. Are you serious right now? Like, I can honestly tell you guys, this would be a lot different if it was on an actual hand. I don't know why it's a little bit harder for me when it comes to the training hands, and you would think it would be easier just because it's a training hand. I can do what I want, but it's not. It's definitely not. Can you guys see it? So that's my blending for that one. It's definitely a lot different from my first blending that I've done. My first one I was actually pretty good at. Maybe it's because this is my first video and I'm a little nervous. I don't know. But yeah, that's my first blending. Looks a little mermaid-ish. All right, well, I'm going to get my other set ready and I will be right back. All right, so the one that I'm going to use now is the pink. acrylic. Actually, well, I just opened this one. I think I actually have one. Oh no, this one actually might be a little bit different, and it is. Oh, that is two different ones. This is my other pink one. I thought it was the same one. It's not, so. Ah! And then I didn't pay attention to what I was just doing, and I got a little powder everywhere. So yeah, be careful when you guys are closing these two. Don't get crazy like I just did. But anyways, you're gonna get started on this one. And again, remember what I said. Oh, this one has sparkles in it, guys. So it's not gonna even matter for my ones that I've already done. Now, obviously, that's a pretty good ball. See that? And you want to start in the middle when you're using these. Just because I guess it levels it out better. I don't know. I guess it's been better for me too. So I actually prefer it too. And like if you guys ever have bumps or anything that you can't seem to file down while you're doing this process, you can also go back into the monument and just wipe down gently to get to where you need to get to. The bigger the ball, the better, because then it's less time on that nail. But you just want to make sure your consistency is as accurate as possible to get to that point. If it's not, then there's no point. Now, for some reason, the acrylic doesn't take right away to the plastic part here, so you do have to do it multiple times in order for it to get to that point. So what are some designs that you guys like? Like, let me know the popular nails that are out right now. Tell me which ones you guys think I should practice on. And again, guys, I've been doing this for only a month. So, of course, nothing's going to be 100% perfect for me. But for the most part, I think I'm not doing too bad. And I actually really like this color. This might be the next color that I use on myself. Look at that. That's a pretty new color. And if you guys could, I wish you guys could see it. Let me see if I can show you guys. I don't know. Can you see the sparkles? Ooh. Can you see the sparkles? I don't know if you can. The light's too bright. But there are actual sparkles in that acrylic. I think the set that I got, just everything sparkles. It's like a limited edition. So, but yeah, there's that one. And that one was actually quicker than the other one just because it's one color. So that's pretty cool. And then for this one, I'm actually just going to do a clear coat. Only because I want to try to paint one of them. My painting skills are not very good. Not at all. They actually suck, if you ask me. And what's crazy is I can paint my right hand with no problem, right? But you guys, should see me when I'm painting other people's hands. Oh my God, it's horrible. It's a little embarrassing. I'm like all over the place. So that's one thing that I have to work on is my actual painting skills. So any pointers on that too, that would definitely be great. And for this one, since I'm not, doing anything excessive, like, super like big or anything, that's all I'm gonna do for that one because I'm just gonna paint over it after I file it down. So, oh, and actually, what I am going to do is put a clear coat on both of these as well. So what when I watched other people's videos, I noticed that they actually do this. They actually put a clear coat on the acrylic, which is really cool. Ooh, look at that. Look at that one. But yeah, they put a clear coat of the clear acrylic on the nail, which is awesome. Because like when I did my nails, this is clearly just the acrylic over it, but I actually had put a clear coat nail polish on mine, and that's all I did. I didn't do anything else. But now since I've been watching the videos, I've seen what they do, and that's pretty cool. So, all right, let's see. So far, what do you guys think? Now again, I'm not done. What I'm going to do now is file them so they are a little bit better. And again, I'm gonna use a newer 100, 180. And if you guys have like a fan or something that you guys can use when you guys are doing this, it's gonna be a lot better just because the fumes are just really strong. And clearly, these hands or these fingers aren't, they don't need to be perfect or anything like that. So I am just filing them just a tad bit. Because after you put acrylic on, the nail kind of shapes itself with the acrylic. So then you have to straighten out the acrylic the way that you actually had it before you put the acrylic on it. So far, that's what I got. All right, so I'm gonna go look for a color for my stiletto nail and we'll see how that goes. You guys can watch me demolish that finger. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so the one that I actually picked out is going to be the gel polish. It is rose gold, but it actually looks just like that. So it's not actual rose gold, but hey, it is what it is. Did you see the sparkles? If you guys can't tell, I'm into sparkly stuff. Love sparkly stuff. So that's my thing. Oh, get that nasty stuff off of there. Before I do that, I use the clear coat Mia Secret. I also use the stuff from Walmart, the professional oh crud. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I got too much going on. It's just a professional clear coat. It dries fast. So if you can get something that dries fast, that's going to be preferable, especially for your clients. And then you just do this. I also have a matte clear coat, but I'm not trying to do the matte color because I want you guys to see the shine of the sparkles and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's, my first hand that I did, the acrylic was so lumpy, and there were like 6 steps that I forgot to do in doing her hands. Like I even forgot to put on the primer, and I'm like, oh my god, are her fingernails gonna fall off? But they didn't. She hung in there, and she said that nothing really happened. She just thought that that was how it's supposed to go. So that was good for me, but I'm like, oh my god, I hope I didn't mess up this girl's fingers. All right, so now I'm gonna start my first nail polish on my training hand. See how this goes. Hope not too bad. Oh, so it's not that bad. And you know, most of the time they have to put more than one coat on. But look at that, that's pretty. It's really, really pretty. Oh, I like that. I actually like that a lot. So, I mean, clearly you get the idea of, you know, how these are supposed to go. I'm not going to put the clear coat on this one just because it does need time to dry. But as you can see, it sparkles because it's a gel nail polish. But look at that. See that? And then, oh, I didn't notice that this one was a little lumpy from the clear coat itself. So you want to be careful with that too. Sorry about the noise, guys. It's my dog. And again, another thing that I skipped that I did not show you guys, and I do apologize, but again, that part I just felt was also not appropriate for doing the hands. If you guys feel that I should on my next video when I'm doing the training hands, please let me know. I did not file them on top, but you are supposed to do that. With the nail gun, you get the cuticle area up here, and then you get around, go over the top a little bit. And one thing that I was doing, which is crazy, but I was actually using one of these to drill down after I had already put the acrylic on and everything. And then I'm watching all these videos and I'm like, ain't nobody doing that. So what am I doing? I just assumed that you had to do that. So I was definitely getting ahead of myself. But all in all, I am doing a lot better. And then one other thing that I forgot to show you, again, you guys, this is my first video, so again, I do apologize. I know you guys are probably getting tired of hearing me say that, but it's also nerves. So I have these, the OPI oil You put it on your cuticles. And what I do is after I put the set on for the acrylic, when I have them go wash their hands before I do the nail polish, or, you know, if I'm just putting a clear coat on, it's after you know, file down their cuticles and make sure that the acrylic isn't on their actual nail or their actual skin, and, you know, just cleaning them up to make them look like this. This is what you would do. You would put this on their cuticle area right around here, and you would apply that and then have them wash their hands. I usually rub it in, or I'll have them rub it in like so. And then when they come out, you know, a lot of times they didn't rub it in good enough, or I didn't rub it in good enough, so there is still oils right there, which is good, but you want to make sure that that's rubbed in before you put anything else over the nail, because then it's going to be harder for the nail polish or the clear coat to actually stick. So, but okay, if you guys could please comment down below, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell to be notified anytime that I make any videos. This is going to be something that I do on a daily now, but please let me know what you guys think. You guys, it is very, very important that I get the criticism, and also let me know if I didn't do so bad. You know, I would love to know how well I did as well. And then I wanted to show you guys my nails one more time. They are a little thin, but I did do them myself, and they're not that bad, you know. But I did do them myself, and I used the rose color for just the acrylic, and I found out that, you know, there were a few steps that I forgot to do when applying this to my nails. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.